Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Thursday host, Michelle, and this week's topic is pagan schools. Pagan schools would be great, but in my case, my daughter has been in Christian school, private Christian school, since she was almost 3 years old, and she will be graduating from high school in 2 years. So she's been going to private Christian school her entire life. And the thing with establishing a pagan school is, like, Christian schools, Catholic schools, Jewish schools, those are the options in our area. Montessori, there's a couple different non-denominational private schools in our area, but for them, it started off with the church. The church was established, you know, donations are made, they save money, they do fundraisers, whatever they do to get money, and, you know, they start a school. But, you know, I've talked to a few of the teachers at my daughter's school that have been there since the 60s when the school opened, and, you know, they started the school very small. It was, you know, a very small private school, and it was only, I think, maybe pre-K to 5th grade. So, you know, they started small, and it grew, and it, you know, it took time to grow and grow and grow. You know, then they added a few more grades, so then it was up to 8th grade. And then, you know, some years went by and they added high school. And now, you know, it's a school that hosts children from 18 months old to 18 years old. But the thing is, you know, it took time to establish, and it was established out of an already established religious organization such as a church. So in order for us to have pagan schools, we would need our local pagan groups, or, you know, pagan organizations to get the ball rolling and get a school started. And starting a school is a lot of paperwork, a lot of legwork, legal work, time, money. You know, private schools are funded on donations and tuition, and, you know, the money that we pay to send our kids there, all the different fees I have to pay. I have to pay for everything. Nothing is free. Nothing. So every little thing you have to pay for. So that's probably one of the bigger challenges in possibly having a pagan, you know, brick and mortar pagan school, is that our local pagan organizations would have to establish something like that, and it takes a lot of time and money. And the other alternative to that is online schools. And online schools are great because, you know, you could take the classes in the comfort of your own home or office and on your own time. Coming up this summer, her first hour class is Bible. And even though she's got an A/B average in that class as well, since she's always late and can never be on time anywhere, she's missed so much time from missing, you know, 10-15 minutes at the beginning of first hour every day, sometimes half an hour, sometimes she misses the whole class. Very rarely she misses the whole class, but you get the point. She missed a lot of time. And in her school, one of the things is you have to complete a certain number of hours, like physically in the class, in order to pass it, which makes no sense to me. She has an, you know, A average, B average, depending. Well, whatever. That's beside the point. Anyway, she's going to have to take summer school. And I'm not paying for summer school. Sorry, I don't want to pay for summer school. You should have, you know, taken care of things in the beginning. So an alternative they mentioned to her is an online course that she can take, and it's not Bible. It's not like Christian Bible class. I think it's World Religious Studies, something similar. Not Bible, but something having to do with religious studies. And it's a class that she can take online to make up for, you know, whatever she has to make up for missing time in her first hour class. So online schools, there are a ton of pagan online schools, and there are a handful of really good free ones. As a matter of fact, I enrolled in a pagan school a few years ago. I didn't complete it because I was lazy and I just didn't complete it. I think I finished the first like 2 or 3 classes and in the introductory course, and I never finished it, but it was completely free. And they were serious. I mean, like, you know, you had assignments to do, you had deadlines to meet, you had papers to write. It was school, but it was free. All the teachers donated their time, or, you know, volunteered to teach the classes and, you know, grade papers and, you know, do everything a teacher does, but, you know, they volunteered in these free schools. I think the school I enrolled in was called Magical Circle School, or the Magic Circle School, something like that. I'll try and find the link and put it down below. And it's a completely free school, but they're very strict. In order to, you know, stay enrolled and you know, be active in the school, you have to follow, you know, their rules and deadlines, and, you know, turn assignments in on time and be active, which I understand. If you're not going to be active, they don't want to keep you on their roster and, you know, have their classes full for nothing when they can have other people participate. So I ended up, you know, withdrawing from the school because I just didn't have the time to do it. I thought I would, but since they were so, you know, they're very strict about time and getting things in on time, which, just like a regular school, so I couldn't, you know, finish it. But for those of you who want to take, you know, certain courses or classes having to do with paganism, it's a great idea. They have introductory courses that, you know, teach you the general basics of paganism, you know, as an introductory course, which is required. But then they have lots of different specialized courses and classes you can take to learn about the specific things you want to learn about. Now, there's also, you know, paid pagan schools online that, you know, you actually get like a certification, and, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, there are options out there for pagan schools. We have, there's tons of online schools out there, a couple really good free ones, and a couple really good paid ones. But what it boils down to is it necessary? Because some people look at it as, well, religion should be taught at home. Spirituality and religion is something that's taught by the family, not by, you know, like the public school system or even the private school system. But I really liked Terry's idea earlier in the week about having different religions as an elective in schools. That would be an awesome idea, because that would not only give the children an opportunity to learn about, you know, their family's, you know, spirituality or religion, but also other people's different spiritualities or religions. And the only problem I would see with that is that, you know, if, say, public school offered religious studies where the kids could pick which religions they wanted to study, like, you know, this year I'll take basic Christianity, and next year I'll take Judaism, and then the year after I'll study Wicca, whatever. The problem with that is every public school would then have to have an available teacher for each specific religion or each specific spirituality to teach, and that would be probably difficult to find and keep and, you know, pay for. And, you know, I just don't see it being in their budget, or having the public school system here in the United States anyway care about adding something like that to the curriculum. Because unfortunately, I don't know about other states, but in my state, it's all about passing this one stupid test that, yeah, I'm not going to go on a rant about that. But my daughter's in private school. For me, for my reasons, it's because I wanted her to have a private education and to get a good education. And, you know, the bonus for my husband was the Christianity part, which, you know, now that she's older, she's already, you know, seeking her own information. So anyways, the whole point to that was saying, you know, some people don't even agree with the whole pagan school or religious school or whatever school. A lot of people just think that's something that should be taught in the home. I think it, you know, you could have a little bit of both. But my opinion is definitely most of that should be learned at home. And, you know, learning a little bit about it in school doesn't hurt. So anyways, that's my rant about pagan schools and religious schools in general. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you guys are having a great week. Blessed be.